Right here on Midday Kentucky, everyone. Can I just tell you, at 8 o'clock this morning, I went out and did some pre-filming for our cooking segments. We take it in turns. And we decided to do barbecues.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, fun.
Well, by the time one of my camera guys got there, it was 9 o'clock. I started sweating like no tomorrow. And you know I do the 4 outfit changes or 5
Right.
I couldn't get the last shirt on because I was dripping like... I swear, people, I don't know how you deal with it.
So it was a workout.
It was a workout.
Good.
Thank you.
So you got your workout today,
Yes.
Ben.
And I was actually saying, and something you can ask Lydia, and Lydia, if you're listening, who's on the show today, if you exercise more and more regularly, do you continually burn even after you finish? Because I swear I am hot all day.
Yes,
Remember
you
I was
will.
saying yesterday, I just feel like I'm sweating all day.
Yes, Lydia and I talked about this too. You're getting your metabolism rate going when you're exercising, so it
All I can
extends
say
it
to
throughout
you
the day too.
is exercising's not for me, everyone.
Well, but sometimes we got to
Because
do
it's
things
just-
we don't like to
It's
do.
just too hot. I'm schwitzing like no tomorrow. Hey, you've got some important information. to
Yeah,
tell
we do
everyone.
want to
Yeah.
let everyone know that coming up about 12:25, ABC is supposed to break in with a special report. We have the president is supposed to give a press conference with French President Emmanuel Macron. A lot of people interested in this. Of course, we haven't had a press conference from President Trump since this news broke about Donald Trump Jr. and the ties to Russia. So you want to stick around. We're anticipating that to happen about 12:25.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, it's must-see TV, everyone.
It is.
Yeah, so we'll let you know when that's happening. Don't worry, you will
Well,
not
you just
miss it.
never know. It is definitely must-see TV. I have to tell you, I'm glued to the news at night because I just find it all quite comical. It's so entertaining.
It is very
It's
entertaining.
fascinating. You need to talk about what we're giving away.
Yeah. Well, before we start our discussions today for Table
Yeah.
Talk, it's time to see what is today's Dollywood's Watch and Win keyword. So before we find out what the keyword is, let's see what's up for grabs.
All right, well, we're giving away a family prize bundle. This includes a 4-pack of tickets to Dollywood Splash Country, complimentary retreat rental at Dollywood Splash Country as well, 4-pack of Dollywood season tickets, 4-pack of tickets to Dollywood Park and Smoky Mountain Adventures, dinner and show, and a one-night stay at Dollywood's Dreammore Resort and Spa.
So to participate in this contest, you have to tune in to Good Morning Kentucky, Midday Kentucky, and ABC 36 News at 6. This is what you have to do. Listen for the keyword. You'll then take that keyword and head over to our website. Today's keyword is Skyrider. So take that keyword you see on your screen, Skyrider. Go to WTVQ.com, click on the contest tab, enter Skyrider along with an email, and you will be entered to win.
Such an awesome package, isn't it?
It's and you know what, I keep saying I went down there and it was amazing. You've been there many
Yes.
times. I think the Skyrider is the eagle ride that you actually is that correct?
I think
and it
so.
actually you feel like you're flying through the air.
Oh,
It's
I'm
So
scared
much
of
fun.
rides.
It's
Actually, I was thinking about you while I was there. I was thinking, I wonder if Katie's the type of gal that is into it,
No.
because I'm not.
No, definitely not. But there's a lot of other cool stuff down there
There
at
is.
Dollywood. That's the best. There's something, for
everyone.
everyone. The resort and
Yeah.
spa,
Yeah.
that's part of the giveaway.
Good
Hey,
shopping.
I wanted to get your opinions on this that caught my eye. 2 Pennsylvania high school students have filed a federal lawsuit against their school district alleging discrimination and a violation of their free speech rights after their failed attempt to start an anti-abortion club. Chicago-based law firm Thomas More Society filed the lawsuit on behalf of the students, Elizabeth and of course Grace, on Tuesday against the Parkland School District in Allentown. The lawsuit alleges Parkland High School students denied the students' proposal to start a Trojans for Life club in 2016 for being too political and controversial. So let me just break that down. Was I a little bit clear with that? The
Yeah.
girls wanted to start a
Yeah.
club at the
Right.
school on discussions of anti-abortion.
So
Okay?
a pro-life club.
A pro-life club.
Was this a private school, public school?
I think it was a public Parkland High School. Now you've said that, I really don't know.
Okay.
That's something we should find out. Here's my question: is it something? I understand that every woman has a right to have that discussion. I get that. Okay. I just don't know how comfortable I feel about a club being formed in a school. And are these girls stretching it?
Right. And I agree with you on that. I feel like that's kind of, it enters into an area that is, political.
Yeah.
And I think that you know, it starts to get also religious as well. So I think, you know, between religious beliefs and the political side, I think it is controversial. And I think, you know, it's hard because I do believe that the discussions need to be happening with girls that are young at 16 years old. We talked about this
What's the legal
before on
age
table.
It's state to state.
Yeah,
It's very
it is.
different.
But
Yeah.
16 is generally, I mean, that is the age
And then there's certain
for abortion.
ages with parental consent.
Yes, exactly, and that all changes as they get older. But the bottom line is that those discussions need to be happening. I just don't know if that needs to be a club to have those discussions happening at a school. I feel like that's more of a parental issue.
Yeah, I agree. But I like how this is worded that the school is saying because it's too political, you said. So as long as that's just a rule across the board, I think it's fine to not have that club. There's one thing to even have discussions like that in school, and I definitely don't think their voices. Yeah, but they're talking about being pro-life, and that is a voice that should be heard, and people that age should hear that opinion. They can disagree, but I think those are important. But forming a club around it, it might just be, since it's a public school, they don't let politically charged or religious clubs. So if they're keeping that with other political and religious clubs, then I agree with not allowing the club.
While we're discussing this, let's find out from our producers, if you could just log in for us. Parkland High School, whether it's a private or a public school, just let us know. Here's my thing. I don't like, call me old-fashioned, they're calling it the Trojans for life. Trojans is a condom brand.
I think that's the school mascot, though.
Is it?
I know there's a lot of high schools that are. Oh.
We are hoping for a quick resolution so Trojans for Life can hit the ground running at the start of the fall semester. So that's the name of the club, that what they want to
but
call
they're
it.
Right, but you know
for
how
the
the high
school.
school, like I went to the Liberty High School Patriots.
Right.
There was a school in
Oh,
town
okay.
that was, like the
That's
best
still-
Trojans.
But that's a good.
Oh, I'm sorry. So,
I may be wrong,
is a
but I was
good
just
tie-in.
asking if it was the mascot.
yeah, that's what. Do you see where I'm going
Yes,
with
yes,
this?
yes, I
so,
do.
and here's another thing that I wanted to bring up. I understand kids are getting involved much younger and younger nowadays. I wonder what age, when you go to these clubs in American schools, is there an age limit or age that you're not allowed to go to their clubs? So can 13-year-old, because this is a high school, so 13 to 18 is high school here in America. So do 13-year-olds allowed in this type of club?
Right.
I think the school has a right to say no.
But this is also not a club promoting abortion. This is a club educating people on abstinence. Why, not to have sex, and if you are going to, here are the safe options maybe so you don't have an abortion. I don't know if this is so negative. These are people advocating for pro-life, lifestyle. And there was like an abstinence club when I was in high school.
Really?
And I think that's fine. People can have that. I think it depends on the direction of the club.
Yeah.
And it depends how you frame it. Because I find it very interesting that this article is calling it anti-abortion. Well, I'm sure these people are calling it pro-life.
Right.
So it depends
Gotcha.
the angle of the club.
Tell us what you think. You put this up on our Facebook page.
Yes,
Head
I
over
did.
to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page, read the article, and then leave your comments. Something that I find... look, I can't believe we're talking about things that are valuable from the 90s as if it's vintage.
I know, it was like yesterday for me. I'm like, oh, really? This
It
is
was
worth
for
a lot of
both
money?
of us, but...
Whatever.
Let's talk about what people are collecting a lot of money on.
Yeah. These are toys. I came across an article that talks about toys that are worth a lot of money that are from the 90s. So, first one that I came across was the Pokemon cards and games. And I know we've all seen
Well,
these.
everyone, that was a huge thing.
Yes, it was huge. So the Charizard was a rare find back in the 90s, but those who really want to catch them all have to pay a high price to get them. They are worth, just the Charizard Holo card is worth, the first edition from the Pokemon release in 1999, $5,000.
Are you serious?
$5,000.
That's insane.
Complete first edition card sets can cost $4,600 to $8,700.
I can get it for a first edition comic, but Pokemon from the 90s.
Well, it's funny
people.
because Pokemon is still so popular. And speaking of clubs,
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, every week when I would go for Girls on the Run in the spring, we'd be going to the classroom where we're meeting, and I'd hear over the intercom Pokemon Club meeting in 4C, wherever that was. And I'm like, Pokemon?
That sounds like a cruise ship.
I know, I didn't know Pokemon was still around, but it's still,
it came back,
a big
it came
rage.
back. It's
It
a
is
big
what it
thing
is.
now.
What's number 2,
Okay,
Midday?
and of course, Furby. Do you remember
Yeah.
Furby? Oh my
I
gosh.
like Furby.
Well, these, if your Furby was too creepy for you even to take it out of the box as a child, well, guess what? You are in luck. An original 1998 Furby recently sold for $700. Oh my gosh, I think those are the creepiest little
Is that
things.
got blinking eyes or something?
Yeah, they've always been creepy, huh? And, but yeah, even used, you can get the Kid Cuisine Furby, recently sold, and this was used for $130.
That's crazy. What's
So-
the last one?
And then also we have Super Mario games. Those are big right now. I know you can play them on the Wii machines, but definitely people are looking for the original versions from the Nintendo Entertainment System. Mario Brothers 3, released in 1990, has sold for as much as $960. My kids love this stuff. They really do. And then Super Soakers. Remember the big water gun Super Soakers?
Oh my gosh. How much are they going for
They
now?
are going for $500.
Crazy.
500.
Crazy. Oh, if you
Did
got
you
them in
play
your
with
garage.
water guns?
No.
No.
No. I didn't play with any of that
I did.
stuff.
Thank God those
I'm
weren't
from
around.
a farm. Like we had
So
more
you had
important
real
things to do.
Furbies?
We had real.
I miss the
Oh,
Furby.
boom tish. I like that one. Hey, if you got these in the garage, get them out. Sell them on eBay,
Yeah,
everyone.
you can
Or
make
give
some
them
money.
to us.
This is something really interesting. You're calling it Russian women's syndrome.
Rushing, yes.
Rushing.
Not Russian.
Not to be confused
Did I
with
say
Russian.
Russian?
Yeah. You
I
have
think I
Russians
said
on the mind.
rushing.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So this was an interesting blog post that I found talking about rushing women syndrome. They're calling it RWS. And
Okay.
they said that women are really suffering from this, and because we're stretching ourselves too thin between career, work, etc. And they actually said a big component of rushing women's syndrome is that people think it's fashionable to be busy or stressed.
Right.
To say, how are you, Lisa? And Lisa to respond, oh, I'm so busy. I have this meeting and that meeting, and
And I
then I
gotta
have
get
to
the
go
kids
to
here,
the
and I
kids
gotta
here
do-
and there.
Sounds
and
like
it
Eric, our
becomes-
meteorologist.
Poor
but
Eric.
do you know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
some people, I'm like, you cannot be that busy, but it seems like it's the trendy thing to be
Yes.
so busy. And they're like, it's not healthy to be that stressed.
Yeah.
It's a sign of poor time management if you feel that stressed all the time. And then they went into some possible physical, side effects, but it was really just, I wanted to get your opinion of, do you think it's the trendy thing to be, so busy and
No, I
overwhelmed
think
and
a
so
lot of
much
people
going on?
say that, Katie, to just seem more busy than they are. Now, we all
Right.
know, sitting at this table, that people have busy lives and
Right.
women do cram a lot into their days, and I think more so than men. We've all agreed on
Yeah.
that in the past. But I think also you can be a little more organised. I know women who have 4 or 5 kids, have a career, do it all,
Yeah.
but they live their book by a planner.
Yeah.
Their life is planned out.
Yeah.
And they always seem to have time for a conversation with me on the phone. So I'm happy. They never say they're busy.
I think it is something that's kind of trendy, though.
Yeah.
I see that. I really do. I came from a pharmaceutical background for 12 years, and it was crazy. Rush, go in here, go in there, and with the kids and everything. So but I remember like being in front of people, like people wanting to chat or talk, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I've got to go. And not that I was trying to be busy, but I really was busy. And I think that does cause the side effects that you were talking about. I mean, it does make you anxious.
What are
It
the
does
side
make you-
effects again?
The big one, they say it brings on early menopause.
Nice.
So
That's pretty scary. That's
I know
pretty
you're
scary.
terrified.
Well, I don't know. We need to move on from this one. Hey, coming up, we are discussing the topic of colon cancer with Dr. Greg Reynolds from Clark County Regional, everyone. And stick around to learn about this serious disease. You're watching Midday Kentucky.